Alright folks, but Genius Idiot, we are back for the Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's head on to chapter 2, where Evie said that the dad is on a warpath. Hellfire Ace, I do not like playing nice with mobsters, but the last thing we need is a mob war. Let us speak to Vittorio Capecci at once. Thank you, Emerald Sword. Oh brother, let me down gently. He looks pissed. Senior Trooper Ace, what is this I hear about my little girl being murdered? How could you let this happen? Well, I'm afraid Lucrezia was pushed from the top of the lighthouse, Mr. Capecci. There's no way we could have prevented her death. Nobody messes with the Capecci family and gets away with it. I'll kill whoever dare lay a finger on that girl. I'll obliterate them. Mr. Capecci, I'm afraid you shall have to remain in this lighthouse until Lucrezia's killer has been brought to justice, of the legal variety. Well, you better find them swiftly, Senior Trooper Ace, because my patience is short. Right now, I'm going to say that I think it's the daughter, the other daughter, because otherwise a full-blown war is going to happen. That was a rather heated discussion. But you're right, Mr. Capecci was indeed smoking a cigarette. Clearly you did not let him intimidate you into befuddlement, Ace. I dread to think what might come to pass should we find Lucrezia's killer before we do. We must locate more clues and swiftly. You make a valid point. The focus of the party was in this reception room, so we should investigate it at once. Yeah, that picture is creepy. Oh, spoiler. So you guys are going to see the Della Vedova picture down there. Alright, so what do we got here? Obviously got a tentacle, a swordfish, the hairbrush. I see the circular box as well. What else we got here? We got cat. Where's the cat? There's always a cat around here. And a scarf. Yep, Kelly does a really good job of doing this. Well, you don't miss a trick, do you, Ace? The ornate hairbrush has the initials LC on it. It must have belonged to our victim. And you wish to dust the hairbrush for fingerprints? Then by all means, go ahead. And I don't recognize the other object you picked up, but I know you shall make short work of that lock. It's true. Hopefully the fingerprints you found on Lucrezia's hairbrush will give us a new suspect, Ace. Let's have a look in our registry. Oh brother, this one. So let's see. So we got 93969. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 5, 8. 3, 8. 5, 9, 7. Wow, 52. 52 people watching this live. Love it. Love it. Ooh, film. Well, I haven't a clue what this thing is. No doubt Charlie will take great delight in explaining it to us, though. Let us send him this device. Oh yeah, they don't know what film is. That's cool. Hey, what's up, Charlie? Dupont? Oh, the missus was just on like a couple cases ago, I think. Wasn't she? Somebody comment down below, but I'm pretty sure the missus was on recently. She was on like the last case or two. I'm pretty sure. Oh, nice. We're in luck, Ace. We found a match. The fingerprints on Lucrezia's hairbrush belong to a Mr. Diego del Lobo. I wonder what this Del Lobo was doing handling a young girl's accoutrements. We shall only find out by talking to him, Ace. Yeah, she was on like the last case. I'm almost positive. Well, Mr. Del Lobo, can you explain why Senior Trooper Ace found your fingerprints on Lucrezia Capecchi's hairbrush? Well, I simply picked it up out of interest. I have an eye for pretty things. And did you meet Lucrezia herself? I don't believe I had the pleasure. She must not have caught my eye. Like I said, I have an eye for pretty things. I only notice the most beautiful people and objects in the room. But why do you ask? Because Lucrezia has been found murdered. Murdered? Oh, Senior Trooper Ace, I hope you do not believe I could be involved in something so terrible. Murder is so uncouth. Well, I hope that is indeed the case, Mr. Del Lobo. Make yourself at home, for the lighthouse shall remain on lockdown until we have identified Lucrezia's killer. Case 55, World Edition? I need to get her on then. But anyways, guys, this has been Video Games 88. I'll see you guys in 12 hours. Au revoir. Alright, folks, we're back. Ace, cannot believe my luck. You've brought me a most magnificent piece of technology. I've been hoping to obtain some photographic film for some time, and now you've deposited some right in my lap. Photographic film? You mean the kind used to record moving pictures? Why, I had absolutely no idea this is what it looked like. Precisely, and you're in luck. I've procured a projector so we can watch the film roll's content. Ace, this shall be only the second time I've seen a moving picture. How exciting. The Phantom of the Cemetery. Take 3. Whoa. Ah. Take 4. Okay, so she's just mad at her. What did you think, Ace? I'd rather believe it would be better with sound, but it's incredible nonetheless. That was quite the experience, young Charlie. But I'm rather surprised to see that our victim was working as an actress. Albeit it does not appear to be a mainstream moving picture, considering the cemetery in the background and Lucrezia's attire. Nor does Lucrezia seem to have been enjoying herself. At the very least, this answers the question of what type of employment Miss Donnell now finds herself in. She has begun directing movie pictures. We had better question Dolly about her work with our victim, Ace. Yes, we shall. Miss Donnell, we were unaware that you are directing moving pictures these days, and you certainly did not mention that Lucrezia Capecchi was acting in them. Acting? I wouldn't call it acting. I only employed her because she came with her own monster makeup, but she turned out to be the most terrible actress. Allow me to get this straight, Miss Donnell. You employed Lucrezia solely because of her disfigurement? Well, then what? Why pay for prosthetics when you can have the real thing for free? Would you pay for wine when free champagne is on offer? But she wasn't even worth the cost of a packet of cigarettes. Her performance was so pitiful that I had to scrap the entire thing. It was a complete waste of my time. Speaking of which, do hurry and complete your investigation, won't you, Senior Trooper Ace? I cannot start looking for Lucrezia's replacement while I'm stuck in here. Well, I should not fill up your schedule too quickly if I were you, Miss Donnell. You may still have a date with the judge. For sure. Ace, the more I learn about Lucrezia Capecchi, the more I feel for her. She may have been the daughter of a mobster, but she herself appears to have been a gentle, naive young woman. I agree, we must catch the odious individual responsible for her murder. Let us get back to the coastline where we found the body at once. Yes. Oh, there's a letter. I see the torch. I see the beehive. I see a pile of shelves. Do I see a sock? I do not. Right off the bat. Dynamite and a sock. There we go. Ace, you believe that there may be something of use among that seaweed? How very droll, but don't let me dissuade you. Have a look through it if you so wish. And this, however, is a note addressed to Lucrezia, and it reads, Lucrezia, if you know what's good for you, you shall stay away from the party. So somebody wanted Lucrezia to stay away, and there's no signature, but perhaps a closer look at that stain could be helpful, Ace. It'll be your sister. Pretty much guaranteed that it's her sister. Let us put that substance you collected from the note to Lucrezia under the microscope at once, Ace. Examine the seaweed. You say you found something amongst the seaweed, Ace. It appears to be some sort of chain with a pin attached. Looks vaguely familiar, but I cannot put my finger on it. Hopefully young Charlie shall know. Let us send the chain to him. Oh, was she wearing that chain in the silent film? Maybe. Well, the microscope report says that the substance on that note to Lucrezia is eyeshadow, Ace. It never ceases to amaze me how many things ladies use to enhance their appearance. You say this eyeshadow matches the color worn by Giulietta? Well, I shall take your word for it. Well, why would Giulietta have attempted to dissuade her own sister from attending the party? We must ask her. We all know. Scapecci, can you explain this note you wrote to your sister, telling her not to attend the party? Ugh, I can't believe you read this note, Senior Trooper Ace. Look, you must understand that I love Lucrezia with all my heart, but she made it even harder for me to be accepted into high society. I may come from money, but everybody knows that it's dirty money. It doesn't matter to them that Daddy bought me the best education. He even hired a tutor to teach me the social graces of a lady, right down to how to hold a champagne glass correctly. But people still look down on me because of Daddy's connections. Last night was supposed to be my chance to prove that I can conduct myself as well as any accomplished young lady, but then Lucrezia decided she wanted to come. But wherever she went, people always snickered and joked about her scars. I just didn't wish for her to spoil my night, Senior Trooper Ace. That's all it was. Well, your entire future shall be spoiled if Senior Trooper Ace discovers you killed your sister simply so she didn't interfere with your party plans, Miss Capecci. Oh, Ace, you caught me quite by surprise. I was jotting down some ideas for the upcoming World Exhibition. I quite fancy the idea of participating. You do entertain me with your fancies, young Charlie. Most young people believe they shall change the world, but you might just do it. Anyhow, we're here for your findings on that chain Ace found amongst the seaweed. Did you establish its origin? Indeed, that chain is that of a pocket watch. However, I have simply no idea how it should have ended up amongst that seaweed. These chains require tremendous force to break them away from the watch. Tremendous force, such as a body hurtling towards the ground. Well, yes, that would do it. If Lucrezia grabbed the chain as she fell, she could have pulled it clean apart. So that means our killer wears a pocket watch, Ace. Oh. Ace, I do not usually allow my emotions to get the better of me, but this case is really quite tragic. Not only was Lucrezia being mistreated by actress-turned-director Dolly Darnell, her own sister even treated her like she was an obstacle on her way up the social ladder. What was that noise, Ace? Could have been Dolly Darnell. I don't think it was her sister. Her sister doesn't have a pocket watch. We'll find out in Chapter 3. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.